Recently, I visited Disney World. I finally visited all 4 parks and got to ride the coasters at Disney. Disney is packed with so many amazing rides. Some would argue the parks aren't all about the coasters, and as a coaster enthusiast, I got to experience a balance of both. In this video, I'll be ranking the roller coasters at all the parks. Here's my ranking of every Disney World roller coaster so far in 2023. Before the video starts, I would just like to note one thing. I didn't ride the roller coasters at Hollywood Studios. When I went, the park was very packed. Slinky had a near 3-hour wait, and I didn't feel like waiting for that ride. And Rockin' Roller Coaster broke the second I was on the launch track. I did get to experience the pre-show and see some of the on-ride theming before the launch, and it looks like a great Disney coaster. Regardless of not being able to ride them, I truly believe that they wouldn't rank higher than the top 3 or even 4 on the list. Starting off is Barnstormer at Magic Kingdom. This is a great starting coaster and probably the least themed on the list. It's still fun for what it does, and missing this coaster on your trip isn't too big of a deal. At 5 I have Big Thunder Mountain. This might be a hot take having this so low. I don't think this ride is bad at all. I actually really like it and consider it the most underrated roller coaster at the Walt Disney World Resort. It's a really long and decently thrilling ride. For the most intense ride it in the back. I sat alone and the laterals were deadly. I got 2 rides, one close to the front and the last in the very back. The front has the best views of the coaster's theming. I think most would prefer the front for that reason. Disney has really good attention to detail. During the ride, you will encounter some of the greatest on-ride theming on any Disney coaster. The theming is perfect, and it's situated perfectly in the park. Staying at Magic Kingdom is Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. This ride gets a lot of hate by not only Disney fans, but also coaster enthusiasts, and I don't really get it. This is one of Disney's most thrilling coasters. The rotating trains enhance the ride experience, and like all the other Disney roller coasters, it contains exceptional theming. A lot of people like to compare this ride with Big Thunder, but they are very different. Despite there being some dead sections on the ride, and it being a little short of a ride compared to Big Thunder, it's still great for what it does. It does gather the longest lines of the coasters at Magic Kingdom, which is understandable. It appeals to everyone in the family, from thrill seekers to kids being introduced to thrills. I think this ride was totally worth waiting it out. And because it's new, it's butter smooth. 3 is Space Mountain at Magic Kingdom. This ride absolutely blew me away. If this ride was based off the rides that surpassed my expectations the most, this would be number 1. The ride has a decent amount of airtime and it's surprisingly intense. Everything is amazing, the queue, the lights, and the ride. Space Mountain is one of the most well-known coasters at Disney, and it's for a good reason. If I had more time at the park, I would have ridden Space Mountain much more than I did. Number 2 is Expedition Everest. This ride definitely packed more intensity than I expected. It's more thrilling than the typical Disney coaster, while also not being too thrilling. The theme surrounding the ride is also top-notch. The gimmick of the Himalayan mountains is very fitting for Disney's tallest attraction. Also, the backwards section of the ride is easily the highlight. It's so surprising and thrilling. On your first ride, it will have you gripping the restraint, not knowing what's next. It's widely considered Disney World's best roller coaster, at least until we got a new coaster. Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind. Epcot's only roller coaster. In my opinion, this is Disney's greatest roller coaster. The ride is outstanding. From the pre-show to the amazing ride experience, you can tell that the park put a lot of attention to detail into this ride. It doesn't surprise me that the ride costs over $600 million. This modern Vekoma supplies a really solid ride. The layout is really long and fulfilling. My only problem is those reservations. It hindered how many times I could ride it. I was really hoping to get more rides in, but I was still thankful to experience this amazing roller coaster. I'd totally visit Epcot in the future, primarily for this ride. Up until Magic Kingdom opens Tron, this is how I rank all the roller coasters at Walt Disney World's resort. Tell me in the comments below your favorite Disney roller coaster. Here's a montage of Disney.